Svenskeren, that's an option as well.
Jarvan there.
Yep, Shrimp is hiding. A lot of damage already with the double block. Jarvan, Shrimp still has his flash, so he's going to continue to chase. Talia was roaming up, but Shrimp going to keep running back out of the way, and Shrimp just forcing him out of his jungle.
Trying to pay this leash forward to his solo lanes. The duo lane sacked a lot of early pressure to put Shrimp in this position. It's going to be a smite fight.
And Keen Hutch on the wave, and Sumday's here first. Smite goes over, Shrimp gets him, and now Sumday going to pull it flash. Shrimp going to keep chasing it down. Span got no sums right now.
He was up now.
Trogath just can't even join. That's going to be a knockup and a kill. Jarvan claims it.
Notice pressure against BEAUZ for most games in this series, but he crashes the wave in the turret. Someday had crashed it into Haunter's turret, so they sneak off, but Svenskeren was thinking he'd be able to get away. Body slam and flashing kind of at the same time, so he cannot escape.
You have to know when to cut your losses and give up things like the red
on the wave, though. They might go.
Malachi can take aggro and then drop it with Twisted Advance. You would want Someday to start it off.
They're waiting a while. There goes.
Hitting the turret, but there's a knockup landing in. Haunter taking a lot of damage, and Kane from nowhere snipes him out.
Haunter did use Twisted Advance very early on in the dive so that he could secure the EQ from Jarvan, but it does mean he goes down on the backside.
This play needs to work as well. Shrimp still tagged.
Well, the common answer, basically. Will they be able to win the fight here? Shrimp does have Smite.
Just level 5, though, and TSM definitely first to the spot.
Going aggressive, but seismic shot, Keen with a fat amount of damage. Haunter still takes out Shrimp. They need to chase out Keen as BEAUZ flashes in aggressively. Use the cunning, left few autos, wings them in perfectly.
Being there first, a big payoff for TSM. They're on the blue, Shrimp is here. He flagged the brush, so he doesn't have flag right here. And Shrimp goes, what are you doing, man? They're right next to me now. He thought he had the damage down. Someday not able to roam in time. And then BEAUZ with the aggression right afterwards.
Options, but to really force more plays. Speaking of forcing, though, Haunter makes a visit mid.
Keen with no summoners. Great Q is going to land in. There's the follow. That should be enough. Haunter.
Oh, yeah.
Approaching 30 at this point. If there's one champion that can really suppress it, it's Lucian, but Adrian going to get tagged. There's a glacial food that knocks him up. That's going to be the stun. The TP's coming in. TSM forcing the fight. They finally kill him. And Altec actually tagged again. The TP's counter, the better storm. He's going to get flashed and pull out of the way.
For you to literally just activate it and run at the enemy team to get it in range for the slows than it is for you to throw out ruptures, but Double Lift gets hooked.
Forced the flash with a great hook from Adrian. Starts it off. Still a lot of damage being applied. Adrian about to get stunned. The ulti's almost getting the executed. Double Lift actually does manage to snag it. Keen rides the wall over, but then just standing there, ground another stun. Kills Altec as Double Lift grabs the double kill. Probably going to get there by the 20-minute mark, and Adrian's caught. Ulti from Sven knocks him to safety, but TSM able to get up pretty quickly. Biofrost needs a dash, gets knocked up by Shrimp, gets knocked back by Keen. There's the big we know from there.
Sure, and therefore not be able to eat your tank in the fight, but they know that beast is down. They're going for a mid lane.
Ooh, Haunter bumping a Q through that, got a few knockups. TSM still letting it loose. Double Lift needs to get in range to try and take down some of these carries, but Dignitas stands from TSM.
Hiding behind the Scuttle Crab, but it is spotted out by Dig.
Fight's going to start. Shrimp not going to get picked off. War keeps all of TSM together, but Biofrost gets hooked up. Dignitas funneling through the trope with the Malkael is going to keep Biofrost down. The seismic shove is good, and Biofrost does go down. Again, with a great unbreakable. And there's the flash back. Oh, Double's got rooted there. Thinks the feathers caught him. Somebody looking for the flank. Good ult there from Biofrost to try and disengage. The rest of it, Haunter needs to get into the backside. The damage is just too much. TSM find the corridor they needed, but Sven TSM just want this game to end and they can move on to another final. But they got to make the play to Julian. Digger playing with nothing to lose. Someday going to be the target to start off, but Sven gets the ulti. It doesn't quite dunk anyone. He's CC'd forever. And Altec able to kill him. The Malkael does connect to Someday looking for another kill. Adrian tries something, but he only snags a minion.
TSM probably going to look to fight this Baron.
Baron a little slow, but Haunter does the seismic shove. He's already put the stone plate, trying to get some damage on the front. Then Someday gets out with a twisted advance. Dignitas took a little too much damage. Biofrost hooked again, but then Shrimp looking to go down. He gets so low. But at this point, the game will break in an instant around a major objective.
All right, see if Adrian's going to go.
Looks for the hook, finds Cho. Haunter going to get CC'd up again. He already took so much damage with the stone plate. Finally, Pop funneling into the choke with Someday. Melts up by Double Lift after the feed from Haunter, but the damage still there as Adrian lands hook number 2. Biofrost the target, but he does not die. Got a hit from TSM. They're going to try and force Dignitas into the pit at the wall. He's going to cut them off, and now TSM want to try and fight it. CP is in for Dig. Someday will join the fight. The rupture doesn't hit anyone, and now TSM, they're trapped behind the wall. Dignitas trying to make their stand around the Baron. And Doublelift is caught out, but his team needs to escort him out to safety. Burns the flash and gets out. Rupture may have disengaged that fight, but TSM. The 3.5 items. Doublelift.
They're looking to fight it.
Not up yet. 15 seconds so they can threaten the Elder Dragon. But oh my god, there's a play from Span out of the fog of war. Something going to get chucked to the front. That Hunter beats him down. Another front line is just gone there for Dig TSM. Leaping forward, they want another kill.
Enabled there for him, and that means that it is an Elder Dragon here for TSM.
The wait and see there. Finally, they're pretty slow on. Hunter can feast this down.
Yep. Just do it so quickly. Hunter able to solo it. Doesn't even need to spend the Baron. Does go in. Now approaching this turret. Bjergsen lets the culling loose. Bit of poke damage on the Keen and Shrimp, but nothing too eventful. Sunday goes in. They want to try and kill Bjergsen. Sunday getting straight low, and Hunter unstoppable. Takes him down. The shot finds a few, but now Dick running up from under their turret. There's just too much damage here from TSM. Hook finds Hunter, but that's not enough. This inhib, it's going down as well.
Understand the thought from Someday. Try and get on Bjergsen, but he goes deep.
Goodbye, Adrian. TSM. Only 3 left. Rupture is going to miss. Firefrost low, taking the turret, but the shield. Massive there as a super. Closed in for the kill. TSM looking to try and take it down. They get Altec. And TSM on the verge of breaking history. Will make their 10th consecutive final. And that's it. Dignitas, all their hope rides in that final game, but TSM had to work a little harder than they might have liked, but a well-deserved final appearance once again.
Definitely a close game down the stretch, but TSM played with so much discipline and control. The Cho'Gath specifically for Haunter being that front line the entire time, saving Doublelift and Bjergsen from hooks, and then when he was hooked, having the backup of the damage threat so that they could not focus him down. TSM take the #1 seed in the playoffs, pay it forward into the final.
And Team Dignitas will also still be going to Boston, playing in that 3rd place match and playing for some champion points.
Well, so we're certainly going to need them as Gauntlet looms large after the finals do finish, but for now, teams with eyes on Boston as our finalists, and our 3rd, 4th place match is now locked in. Who would have thought that TSM, we probably expected to be in the final?